Our fellow Pinkos and comrades, welcome to Malt Liquor Socialists. I'm your host, Mr. Kieffer, and today I'm joined by a man who is ready to rumble, Mr. Morgan.
So, we're both in undisclosed locations right now. I don't know if you could tell by the audio. You have gone off to your homeland or wherever. I don't actually know where you're from.
Technically, I'm from California, and I am in California right now. So, I mean, that's not wrong, I guess.
Right. Yes. And I am in a hidden bunker out in the hills south of Grants Pass. So, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. So, looking good. Well, Mr. Morgan,
yes.
Today we have a county commissioner business meeting to go over in a very special Martin Luther King Day episode.
Oh, no.
So the episode doesn't actually have anything to do with Martin Luther King Day. It's just it's going to air on Martin Luther King Day.
Okay.
But even though this episode doesn't have anything to do with Martin Luther King Day in specific, other than airing on it, I want to point out that someone in a video that we are going to be watching will mention Martin Luther King Day. And that someone also happens to have an odd romanticization with or about the late bigoted shitweasel Charlie Kirk. Who held, among other bigoted shitweasel views, the opinion that we should not celebrate or observe Martin Luther King Day.
Well, these are people that don't think, so it's not surprising.
It's true. So without further ado, let's get into our topic. So,
oh God, okay.
So before we actually get into the video here, I just want to give a little bit of some back stuff with this. We're going to be covering the weekly commissioner business meeting that was held on the 14th of January at 5:30 p.m. This meeting is special for a couple of reasons. First, it was the first evening meeting that our county commissioners have held in over a year.
They actually did it?
They actually did it. They held it in the evening, which is also kind of odd when you consider that our county charter requires there to be one evening meeting each month.
Right.
So, people who work a 9 to 5 can actually attend these meetings. Well, second.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Second, well, suffice to say, we will need to listen to this meeting to see what's so special about it. Quick hint, it's Commander Chris. Just a heads up for our listeners. I did have to cut the video down quite a bit. There was a lot of stuff to go over that would have been awesome to cover or address or discuss, whatever.
Are you telling me that this meeting was just packed?
It wasn't like the most packed we've seen it, but it was pretty fucking packed.
Oh, well, not by people's standard. I mean, just by information and what happened.
No, it was by people's standard.
Okay. All right.
So, but I mean, when I say it was a lot, I really mean it was a lot. And we still have a little over 56 minutes worth of video to go over after I cut the shit out of stuff that I thought would be redundant ass kissing by people that Rob Lamb asked to show up to proverbially fondle Chris Barnett's fragile little ego.
Oh my. Wow. I know nothing about this.
So we ready to, that was on Facebook. Somebody pointed out, it's Rob Lamb apparently asked people to show up on behalf of Barnett. This is a rumor at this point. I'm going to assume, there might be a little bit of truth to it, but
okay. So before you hit play, I'm going to put out a little disclaimer. I do not want to go over the whole 30-day rule again. We went over that ad nauseum. If he mentions it, I'm just going to shout out, we already know this, move on. Or something to that effect.
Sir, do you have anything to drink?
Oh, no, actually. No more hard Mountain Dew for me.
Good. I was going to say, you might want to, though, because he probably will mention 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but it's not going to start off that bad.
Oh, sure. It never does.
No, it does not. But it will start off with some interesting shit that doesn't seem terribly interesting until you figure out, wait, that's what that's about?
Okay.
So let's get into this shit.
Let's do it.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Commissioner Chris Barnett, the chair of the Josephine County Board of County Commissioners. Today is January 14th, 2026. The time is 5:37. The Josephine County Board of Commissioners will now convene for our weekly business session. We will start this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance, and if you can join me, and please rise.
I'm Commissioner Chris Barnett. I lead this thing. This is who I am. Everybody listen to me.
Yeah, and I effectively cut that because it's the pledge. The pledge is normal. It's standard.
No, I get that. Whenever he ever since the recall thing went through, this fucking dipshit has been really hitting hard how he is the chair of the Board of Commissioners.
Not the vice chair. The chair.
Yeah.
Despite that he is the vice chair.
Right. And I just think it's hilarious that he's trying to pull rank, and of course he is because he's a military brat. But
yeah,
my God,
no, it's
so transparent to me.
It's transparent. It's interesting. It's painful. By the way, the military thing will probably come up a couple of times. And by a couple, I mean I didn't keep count, but it feels like a couple of dozen times by the time this is done.
Fuck me. Okay.
Okay, I will now call this meeting to order. Staff, please do the roll call.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
Commissioner Barnett?
Present. And for the record, Commissioner position number 1 remains vacant.
What?
Oh, God.
For the record, a quorum of the board is present. The board may proceed with noticed business. And before proceeding, I ask each commissioner to state for the record whether they have any actual or potential conflict of interest under Oregon Statute Chapter 244 related to today's agenda items.
So I am going to just make a quick point that I don't think there technically is, but if being a dick was a conflict of interest, oh my God, Barnett is full of it today.
Yeah, he seems like he's on a tear.
This is right now. This is him being civil, polite. He's kind of
right.
You see him on a bit of a power trip. He's starting. No, by the end of this, and I mean by the end of this,
yes,
he is a rancid little chode.
Well, because I've seen him so many times now, like maybe someone who's just watching this might be like, "Oh, well, he's being civil." But I can totally see, like, that rubber band is already turning.
Yeah. He's getting ready to wind stuff up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
Great.
After reviewing the agenda, I see no conflict of interest. Thank you.
Okay, and I've reviewed it as well, and I don't see no conflicts either.
I don't see no conflicts.
And carry on to first item of business here is item number 3 on the agenda, which is a public hearing in the matter of annexations to the Josephine County Community Library District by petition to landowner without election. We'll open the hearing at 5:38. Order number 2026-002, Stone Trust, Gloria, Assessor Tax Map 40-08-34-00-001214-00. 0.7 acres, 7-8 acres.
Binary.
We also have order number 2026-003. And we have Logan Oaks and Lauren and Hirsch. And that is Assessor Tax Map number 40-08-04-000-607-00. And that is a parcel of 5 acres. Testimony, we will have each person be given 3 minutes to speak on this matter only.
Okay, so we're going to have only 2 people who come up. The first one, we're going to get clarification on what this specifically means, because as somebody who is well educated but also not that keen on the technical jargon that Chris just spent probably more time than he needed getting it out. They're going to basically get clarification, and then the second person is just going to be a laugh.
Oh, great. Okay.
Palmerton, Grants Pass. Where are these lots located?
Josephine County.
Precisely. Do we have an address on them?
We have exactly what we have, ma'am. Assessor, map, and tax lot. These people want to be annexed into the library. Anybody
Okay.
else?
Okay, so basically, these are people who want to be added into the library tax district. So it's like they're saying, "Hey, I want to be part of this. Put me in here. I will pay taxes for the library."
Yeah.
So the next person you're going to absolutely love, it's someone we've seen before.
Oh, no.
Can you guess?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just come on.
Yeah, I'd like to, Mike.
God
Josephine County.
damn
I'd like
it!
to just
Yep.
make sure that these individuals' properties that are attempting to annex into the property or into the library district understand that once you annex into the district, basically what you're saying is, I want to pay more taxes. And I don't think many people in this room would ever want to acknowledge that they want to pay more taxes. Also to let them know
What
that
a
a library
fucking-
card is only
He's a little
$60.
tool.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
Thank you, sir.
off.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, go fuck off with your fucking little ice hat, you motherfucker.
Yeah, no, he's a little boot looking tool, and I love
Yep.
the fact that he's just sitting there like, I don't think nobody wants to ever like get taxed more. It's like, well, these people have.
Apparently somebody does.
Yeah.
These people don't fucking understand that some people are okay with this. This motherfucker has never been okay with it. It's why the fuck we've been in this for a year.
Yeah, but and his whole thing is like, look, I don't want to pay taxes for the library, and I come from this narrow point of view of I'm the only thing that matters, and if I don't want to pay taxes for the library, why would anybody else? Because my opinion is the opinion that is like almighty. So yeah, he's going up there, and you can actually see when he's like explaining, he's confused because he does not understand that somebody would want to opt into it.
Well, I mean, he is a bootlicking chode, so, you know.
He is. Just FYI, and I don't quite remember because I went through and I had to cut a lot. I think he is one that a little bit later I did not cut. So we'll see him again, I think.
Great.
If we don't, hooray, you got a little victory there. But if we do, there's a reason why.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's finish this off.
Oh, great.
I will entertain a motion to approve Board Order Number 2026-002 in the matter of annexations to the Josephine County Community Library District by petition of landowner without election.
I'll make that motion as stated.
By petition. Wow.
I didn't pause it.
Okay,
What?
we do not have a motion to pass this, and so it will die without a motion, lack of a motion.
There's a rhythm going on here.
Any further comments for the staff?
What?
So do you?
So wait. So wait.
Okay.
Somebody was petitioning to be a part of the library
To
district.
join in.
To join in, they have to go through
This process. Yeah.
this process. They want this.
Yep.
And the person who said that they saved the library denied that?
Yep. So basically, what we have going on here is Chris Barnett's being a what's the term? A petty.
Chris Barnett is a fucking cunt.
Oh yes, he's
Okay?
being a petty little cunt right now.
How fucking dare he?
Yeah.
After all the fucking shit that he said about, I saved the library, I did this, I negotiated with the library, he just rejected someone wanting to be a part of the library district.
Yep. And keep in mind, this is also the same guy that shortly after voting to terminate the library lease, after the swiftest kick in the ass I've ever seen from this county's voters, this jackass right now is sitting here going, yeah, no, I'm not going to add people in, even though he immediately was like, no, we didn't terminate the library lease, or we didn't really mean to do that. And he switched his story around like at least 3 times and finally landed on we terminated the library lease so we could renegotiate the library lease, which you don't have to do. But yeah, now this right here is showing that all of that was performative.
Yeah.
Because
we are vindicated.
We are
It was
vindicated.
performative. Pure
Absolutely.
and simple.
No, it was.
He is a cocksucker.
He's a little bastard. And
Yep.
the only reason why he was going, oh yes, no, the library, we're going to get that lease negotiated, we're going to work on it, is because he was afraid he was going to get his ass recalled.
Yep. And
now,
he did.
Yeah, and he did because of other things, including that. But now that his ass has been recalled, and now that, especially, I think part of this is that he got recalled. Part of it is he's being a bitch to Ron, because Ron has recused himself from the whole process, and he's basically preventing Barnett from having this opportunity to choose his replacement.
Recusal or not, Barnett is showing his true colors right now, and I can't believe I'm already this pissed off. And we're only 4 minutes in.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and it gets so much better. You are going to be. I'm not joking. When I am not joking when I said you probably are going to want to drink, because maybe it's a little bit of rum. I don't know. If we take a break, you can go get some. But
no, I do have the family label behind me, but it'll be a walk.
Okay. All right. Well, let's continue, because there's one more.
Great.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Call for what?
So we don't have a motion, so it just fails.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
So
like
we
that.
will move on and go to entertain a
Roll
motion
call
to
for
approve
what?
Order number 2020.
So no, I like that. It's like, we don't have a motion to go forward. Roll call. Yeah. Ron Smith is just like, what are you smoking? This is where this is going to get fun, because there were two separate things trying to get annexed into the library. That was the first one.
Oh, God.
-003 in the matter of annexations to the Josephine County Community Library District by petition of landowner without election.
I'll make that motion as stated. Thank you.
Crickets.
Oh, what
Crickets.
a
Okay, no second motion, so that will also die.
motherfucker.
Okay.
Barnett's.
We will
Yep.
close this public hearing at 5:42.
So that's the only business they deal with at all.
Wow. What? That's
Barnett's a little cuck.
that is all you need to know.
Yeah.
All you need to know is the last 6 months leading into this and what he's doing right here. He was acting in total bad faith from the beginning.
Yeah. Isn't it great? I'm grinning
It's
like an idiot.
rage-inducing
Oh,
is
I
what
know.
it is.
I'm grinning like an idiot. This is like my fourth
is-
time seeing this. So
God.
yeah, this is painful. So next they're going to get in the comments, and this is where we get most of our slog of this. So
Oh, boy.
And now we're going to move to item number 4, requests and comments from citizens. And each person will be given 3 minutes to speak. And please remember the rules for speaking. If you're not familiar, they are posted on the wall behind me and in the back of the room. Please state your name and where you are from for the record before you begin. And just a little refresher on that. Public comment is governed by the board's adopted rules of decorum. Speakers must be recognized by the chair, state their name and address when requested, and direct comments to the public business. Personal attacks, abusive language, disruptive behavior, and audience demonstrations are not permitted. These rules are enforced in a context-neutral manner. Also, just please direct your comments to public business and refrain from personal attacks. Continued violations will result in your time being concluded. And we do have
Don't
a
attack
process
me.
for the decorum rules as well. And we'd like to open the floor up.
Great.
okay, so I cut the first one because the first one was the guy who does the he has the business going up and picking up like old mattresses and stuff, which I don't think is bad. It's just
Okay.
He's trying to talk stuff about that, and it's cool, but it's of no interest to anything we're going to discuss.
Okay.
The reason I kept this in specifically, first off, somebody's going to violate these
you don't
rules of
say.
decorum. And that's somebody, for spoiler alerts, is somebody we just heard talking about rules of decorum.
Oh, my God.
He is so going to violate these rules. If Chris Barnett was Trump, these rules would be a 13-year-old girl.
Ooh. Yeah. Yikes.
I'm going there.
Okay.
Looking around the room, anybody would like to speak for 3 minutes on any subject that they deem fit?
Oh,
Anybody?
God.
We got a hand raised. Anybody? Anybody?
Sorry,
see
ma'am, I didn't recognize you yet. Anybody over here? Yes,
I
sir.
see
the
3
guy with
hands
the
raised.
Black jacket. Come on up.
Yeah.
What?
Morning, Commissioners. JJ Schofield, Josephine County. I just wanted to reiterate that I'm here as a private citizen and not in any official capacity at any place I work. I like to mention that because I regularly get emails sent to my place of employment by Mr. Barnett and his folks. So they're both defamatory and in violation of my First Amendment protected speech. So I like to make sure to make it clear that I'm here as a private citizen. I wanted to say a couple things today. One, I want to thank both members of the board, and specifically Mr. Barnett. I appreciate that you scheduled the meeting tonight. This is the first time in a couple of years that we've had an evening meeting per the code associated with the charter. So thank you so much, Mr. Barnett, for scheduling the meeting tonight. It's great to follow the county charter. Then secondarily, I want to talk a little bit about the process for recusal and denial of a quorum. So there's been a lot of debate about, is this legal? What's going on? And what I would say is this is very similar to what happened up in Salem a few years ago. The legislature was going to pass cap and trade, a generally unpopular piece of legislation within Southern Oregon residents especially. And the Republicans didn't have the vote, so they were going to lose. So they used a lawful tool that they had at the time, which was to deny a quorum. And frankly, it was pretty smart. It prevented a piece of negative legislation that would have negatively impacted a large percentage of Oregon, especially folks in Southern Oregon. So they used a tool that was allowed. And, currently, one of the commissioners is using that same tool. I know Mr. Barnett's very upset about that, and I appreciate Mr. Smith's willingness to use a legal tool to deny the vote from one of the commissioners he thinks that shouldn't be voting. So despite whatever one commissioner says, it's a legal tool that has been used in the past. It's being used currently, and I just want to say I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. JJ was one of the leads for the petition. And just for some foreshadowing, when we get to Barnett's rebuttal, I did not cut those down, so he's going to address things that we are not going to see here because I cut some people that he's going to be responding to.
Sure.
But when he responds to JJ, he is an absolute dick.
Great.
And when he responds to a lot of other people, he's an absolute dick. But when he responds to JJ, there's something that if I do not remember, give me some hand signal or something so I can cut the feed and go, hey, remember that one thing? And so I can remember.
I love that they are so on board when they're able to bend the rules. And then when it turns on them, they just fucking can't deal with it.
Oh, no.
That's why, when fascist Santa shows up wearing his ice hat, I'm just like, oh yeah, you like him now until their fucking knee is on your fucking neck, because that's all these people fucking understand is, oh, they're on my side. But it's like, no, they're not on your side. They never have been on your side. God, it just aggravates me.
It's the no true Scotsman. They're on your side until you are something against them. And all of a sudden, you are going to be the new enemy.
Yep.
Patrick Rooney, Grants Pass. I wanted to ask, thanks for letting me speak. Thanks for having this meeting. I voted for Commissioner Barnett. I voted for Commissioner Smith. And I would like representation. I'm a conservative. You are a conservative, Mr. Smith. And for some reason, you have chosen not to vote to bring in the next commissioner. And I'd really like to know, I'm really curious as to really why. Are you trying to deny quorum so that Mr. Barnett cannot vote? Is that what it's really all about? Or do you really just not want to put on the record who you'd like to vote for? I mean, you've voted for conservative causes. You voted for conservative people. I'm sure you've wanted conservative
commissioners. You just said no true Scotsman.
As I do.
Mm-hmm.
So
here we go.
I'm curious who, I don't know if you could say or you'd like to say, but who would you like to vote for? And why are you not voting? There's somebody that you probably would like to vote for. Are you afraid perhaps that if you do cast a vote that you will get some of the people out here angry who probably didn't vote for you to begin with? I'm not sure why we would really care about that.
Because
I'd
we
like
just
you to
fall
answer
in
that
line.
if you can. Why if you're not voting, what is it about? Are you trying to hurt Commissioner Barnett, or are you trying to not tell people who you would vote for? As a conservative, I would expect you would vote for a conservative.
I would just expect you to fall in line.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll wait here if you'd like to talk to me, by the way.
We'll get a chance to respond to your question after everybody else says theirs, Patrick. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So Patrick Rooney, I don't recall if, I don't know if you recall, back when we covered when the petition was first filed, and there was some guy who did the video, and it was very like, hey, I'm talking to these, and I'm being neutral, but I'm painting a picture that's leaning kind of towards the commissioner's favor. Yeah, that was Patrick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
From what I recall, I think he kind of views himself as a journalist of sorts, or at least he used to. Maybe it was a hobby when he had time. I haven't seen him post anything in a long freaking time, but I also don't actively look for his stuff. I just haven't seen it on Facebook. I think he might have been writing some stuff, but he hasn't done video in a while. He is one of the people who came and, it's like, I'm kissing Commissioner Barnett's ass.
Yeah.
And I cut a lot of them out because a lot of them, usually less eloquently than he does, basically have the same goddamn question and say it's basically like a parrot, just with worse grammar.
Gotcha.
Yes, Mike Pelfrey, County.
Fuck.
One of the things that I would like to.
Hey, please.
One of the things that I would like to talk about is the fact that, as a very strong conservative, I work very, very hard to elect conservative candidates,
fascists,
in the positions back in November of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will tell you that it wasn't that difficult because President Trump pretty much set the standard, and we were all riding what I call the Trump train. But what I'm disappointed in is the fact that we work so hard to elect a slate of conservative candidates, and instead of working together, and I mean county and city, instead of working together and riding this Trump train further into 2026 and having successes within our community, what I've seen is nothing but failures. And
pause it.
Okay.
Because that's how fucking fascists work, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
You never work together. There will always be a night of long knives.
Yeah.
You will turn on your own eventually.
Yeah.
That's how you work. That's how you operate. There's no... You can only work together at the beginning. That's what your problem is. And then, John, it's like you say about the No True Scotsman thing. Then it's the purity tests. Every day becomes a purity test. And then you wonder why you're in this position, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a fucking fascist. You don't understand that the knives will be turned on you.
Yeah.
That's how you work.
Yeah. Apparently, this little guy here has also been. I missed it because I haven't checked up on our YouTube channel for a bit. I updated a little bit today on the day we were recording, and I noticed, hey, we got a new comment, and it was, of course, this little fascist fuck again.
Oh, really?
Something about, you only have 3 views on your video. You should do a real interview. I'm raring to go. It's like, dude, you already flirted this with us, and no, I don't want to interview a fascist little fuck.
Yeah, I'm not going to platform a fascist Nazi.
Yeah.
I mean, that's two of the same thing. But anyway,
redundancy.
Yeah, I'm not going to platform him, and also like we just basically do this to get the weight off of our shoulders.
Yeah, no, this is cathartic. Also, the fun thing is most of our views don't actually come from the YouTube channel. Most of it comes from, because it's an audio podcast.
Yeah.
And we don't get that many listens. I'm okay with it, but most of it comes from the audio shit.
It's fine.
We're
not here for, we're not here to get millions of views. And if we do, that's great. But if we can educate people on what is happening in this town, even if it's just 5, then that's people that are going to realize what is happening here in this very deep red county and town.
And if we get to vent at the same time, all the better.
Then that's great too. And that's what I'm doing.
All right, here we go, continuing this little fascist jackass.
Fuck.
Concerns me is the fact that, we look at our city and we look at our county, but more importantly, if you look at our city, we literally swept every position on our city council.
And that turned out a
and
fucking
yet
train
our
wreck.
homeless issue is worse than before they took office.
Why,
And what
Mike?
mean
I
by
wonder
that is
why.
we didn't have 3 cages with feral humans in it in the middle of our city before they took office, but now we do. We're going to shift the problem down to the other end of the city, and ultimately all that's going to do is just move it from there to there.
It's almost like
Nobody
we need,
has fixed anything.
to help
None of the
them as
people
opposed
that
to just
I helped
move them or
elect
shoo them.
has upheld their, I will just say their oath to do the things that we elected them to do. What you did was you splintered apart, and instead of riding the Trump train, you drove the damn train off the tracks. So I want to implore you that we need to work as a team. Because if we don't work as a team,
You can't, though.
and I mean a whole team, not
You
one
can't.
person, not 3 people.
It's not possible.
You need all of you need to get your asses together and work as one team. Because if we don't do that, then we're going to see the same things that are happening in a lot of these other communities throughout our country. We don't need all of the hoopla when you have the indivisible, or now they've changed the no kings to something else. All these people are they are activists that are
You getting scared,
completely
Mike?
unhappy with our country.
Thank
You
you.
getting scared?
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, go sit down.
Yeah, no. Again, he's repeating the same fascist rhetoric. This
Right.
is, we have an enemy, and we are not doing what we need to for the enemy, and we're just
There are
moving it from
undesirables in our town.
Exactly.
Maybe we need to just build a place for them to get rid of them. Wink, wink.
nudge, nudge. Yeah, no, and this is, I love that, though. The whole thing of we swept the board in the city, and then the problem got worse. Like, well, yeah, because you guys run on this whole thing of there's a problem, and we're not going to fix it, but we're going to say we're going to fix it, and we're going to say how these people aren't fixing it, even though they kind of are fixing it. And then we get in office. You know what we don't do? Fix it. Yeah.
I just don't. I can never understand it. I will never be able to understand it. They see it happening to them right in front of their fucking face too. It's like, okay, you have swept the board, as you say. Okay, then everything should get better. Why doesn't it though? And that's when the turning starts happening, because it can never be us. It can never be our side. They're too narcissistic for that. It has to be someone else. But like I say, on a local level, there is nobody else. You don't have anybody else to point to. So that's why they're getting mad.
Yeah.
Because there's really nobody else to point to. Indivisible isn't in charge of the city. They're not running the county. Okay? So then who could it be? Well, it has to be us. And now here come the purity tests.
Yeah. By the way, I think I might have cut the ones. We'll find out if I did. But there were some who are brown-nosing Barnett who effectively call Indivisible should be put on the terrorist organization or the terrorist watch list.
Yeah, of course.
And,
well, that pencils.
Yeah, and when Barnett gets to that, I don't think he really disagrees with them because, he's a leader.
Yeah, he is.
Matt Spurlock, Grants Pass. I wanted to come tonight and say some things that I'm kind of thankful for. So first of all, this meeting being at night, it is a lot hard for a lot of us that are working to make the day ones. I appreciate starting out with the pledge.
They
I think
no
that's
prayer.
great. I especially like the word indivisible in the pledge. I always say that with a little emphasis.
Yep.
Ron, I want to thank you for several things. You know, I made a promise to you almost kind of as a joke several months ago that I would donate to the library every time you did something good. And I had to make another donation today.
Hell yeah.
You have stood firm, you know, for your beliefs. You have stood up for yourself. And I appreciate that. As far as the matter goes, you know, appointing a commissioner, it's settled. County council has already said that.
Yep.
I don't know why people keep bringing it up. But it's settled. You know, it's going to go to a temporary board, and we'll see what happens.
Boom.
Ron, I know
Done.
that you've gotten a lot of threats. And I know that one of the things that you did that I will never forget is when you released the emails from a previous commissioner that were attacking the whole board from Commissioner West. And you released those. There was a lot of difficulty getting documents, freedom of information or just information documents that we, you know, have our rights to apply for. And you released those. So thank you very much for doing that. I want to say I'm just thankful for the process of these meetings. They are public. Everybody can come. Everybody gets their 3 minutes. And I appreciate you honoring that, both of you, Chris, you as well. And I appreciate the recall process. But more than anything, I appreciate that it's almost over. I hope
Me too.
never have to go through anything like that again. The amount of attacks that I received for setting up tables and chairs at the post office a couple of days a week was unbelievable. And I don't wish that on anybody. I hope that next time around, the next election, that people pay more attention. And I'm going to level that at myself. I was paying a lot more attention in 2024 to the national election and what was going on there. And if anything, over the last year, what I've learned is the importance of local politics, of knowing what's going on in my town, in my county.
Yep. Yep.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
So just FYI, when Chris addresses him, Chris is going to be a fucking cunt.
Wow. And he didn't really say anything. He didn't say anything derogatory.
No, he didn't say anything.
He said thank you.
He said thank you. The most provoking thing he said to Chris was about the recall. It's like, I'm glad for the recall. I'm glad it's almost over.
Yeah.
That's the most provoking thing he said. And Chris will be a total chode.
Okay. I'll gear up for that.
Don't worry. We got a while to go before we get there.
Oh, God.
Gail Gasso, Grants Pass. First of all, I'd like to address something that is on the agenda. It says all meeting attendees must comply with the clear bag policy as outlined in Board Order 2025-075. I see some purses in here. They're not clear bags. So maybe you need to rethink this.
Basically, it's a security policy. It's stupid.
That was my rant. Now I want to thank you, Commissioner Smith.
That was my rant.
For your uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values in regards to your service to our county. My hope is for the incoming interim commissioners to do the same and not be persuaded by unsavory individuals to do their bidding, but rather work for the betterment of Josephine County. That's my hope for the future. Former Commissioner Barnett, adios.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate
that.
Why you say he came down hard on Matt? Does he come down hard on her?
He might a little bit. I think the reason he ends up coming down hard on Matt is more because he views Matt as a symbol, or Matt got made like one of the poster childs of this, and so he has to tear Matt down.
Great.
I think that's why he's such a dick to Matt, and that doesn't excuse it.
No,
I think that's just why.
It does not. But I mean, what we heard just now was more of a FU than anything,
and it was a very good FU.
It was.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Roberts, and I'm from Grants Pass. I was very surprised, Commissioner Barnett, that you declined to second Commissioner Smith's motion to annex the properties that were listed on the agenda into the library district.
Uh-huh.
I have been on the board of directors of the former Josephine Community Libraries, Inc., when it was a nonprofit, and the elected board of the Josephine Community Library District. It is my understanding from those years that the process is a legal one, and you are out of legislative compliance with annexation rules and timelines by not annexing those properties. Can you please explain, Commissioner Barnett, why you claim to be a library supporter and yet have failed to second Commissioner Smith's motion?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Yep. Valid point.
That's exactly what I said 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How can you claim to be a supporter of the library and then deny someone acts or deny that motion?
Yeah. This isn't a matter of, hey, I'm trying to get my entire block in, and I don't know if my other fucking neighbors want it, but I'm going to try to get everybody in.
Yeah.
And then you voting on it. This is a matter of, hey, I want my property, me only, in on this. Get me in.
Yep. I'm glad somebody pointed that out.
Yep.
Anybody else? All right, going once, going twice.
Oh, God.
I'm Rachel Parker.
Sorry, I just had the going once, going twice, because there were other people, hands up, and he's just...
I know, I saw like 5 hands going once, going, like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to do some stupid dramatic effect or if he's just kind of like going, okay, is there a way I can get done with this? Because, again, he has a point he wants to make at the end of this.
Yeah.
And this is just adding to that point, which means he has more to say, and he's just a dick.
Great. Okay.
Josephine County, Grants Pass specifically. Since everyone has been kind of mentioning what they are or aren't politically, I guess I'll start by mentioning that I am a former conservative. I grew up under conservative guidelines, so I understand your beliefs. I have different beliefs now, but I'm not too far off from yours. On that note, I'd like to thank Commissioner Smith for the integrity that you've shown lately, standing firm on process and accountability and to your word. It's not always popular, but it is essential for public trust. I appreciate leadership that recognizes that confidence alone doesn't replace due process, and that the rules apply even when it's inconvenient. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Straightforward, simple, basic, and also pissing in Barnett's Cheerios. By the way, at this point, we've probably had a good three people who have absolutely come up here and tried to turn around and kiss Barnett's ass.
Yeah.
Aside from the ones we've seen.
Okay.
John West, Josephine County citizen.
Oh,
So,
good fucking God.
Yep. Former Commissioner Foreskin. And he's coming to the ring punching, and he is punching some bullshit. Are you ready for it?
I'll never be ready for it, but let's go.
I'll give you a hint. He's going after Ron.
Oh, okay.
Hard.
All right. Buckle up.
Speaker tonight said that the charter said about the meetings, I'm sorry, the charter has nothing to do with the Wednesday night meeting. It is statute number 205 under the commissioner's statute. So that person is wrong like normal. And so I
wonder
wanna
why
move
people
a little
voted him
further.
out.
Commissioner
Dick. Weird.
Smith, you gave your power away for the first 60 days because, as you told me point blank, you couldn't be held liable for making decisions that were going to be made. So that kind of goes into play with you not taking responsibility, but you want to take your $98,000, but you don't want to take responsibility to pick the next person that sits on the board with you because you don't want to be responsible for who you might pick. It seems to be a little bit of a scheme going on that you got. Well, if I don't vote,
fuck
and I
off.
don't-
Your
if I
scheme
don't
was
make a
fucked
decision,
up.
nobody can hold me liable. Well,
You got
You're
fuckers
being
on that
held
fucking
liable.
board that had to get
So,
recalled, motherfucker. So
an
did
issue
you.
that I really have, you put in the newspaper
he got recalled.
about
Yeah.
blah, 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 about how you didn't agree with this and that, but I didn't see you come to Jim Goodwin, the chief petitioner of the recall. I didn't see you come to his side when he got let go. I didn't see you come to Rob Brandis's side when he got let go. You never said one word.
So here's the thing. What the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Abso-fucking-lutely nothing.
Amazing.
Because you agreed with it. But now all of a sudden, you want to use the news media and the papers to look all almighty. You're not.
Neither
You're
are
a
you,
coward.
fuck.
Flat
Oh.
coward.
Fuck off. You're the biggest fucking cock of all these
let's talk about
cocksuckers.
what happened after you gave your power away for 60 days. You call an employee into your office, you call her into your office, and you say on Facebook that, oh, the sexual harassment was investigated and
What?
found no wrongdoing. Well,
What?
let's see about that. Let's see about your letter that states you admit to sexual harassment of an employee and violated
Holy
the county
shit.
code. And let's see about, CIS, this insurance company, is in negotiating to try to settle the matter. Oh, let's look at the documents from the county, from HR, who investigated, who says they discussed it with you, talked to you, you admitted to doing it, but when you gave your pretty crappy statement out, you
Okay,
didn't
the clock
say
is at
it's
zero.
sexual
Sorry,
harassment.
Mr. West. Thank you. Time.
What a
Thank you.
fucking
Yeah.
cocksucker.
I like that. And it's like
Fuck him.
he made it a good 4 or 5 seconds over the clock. No, he is a goddamn bastard. And
Yeah, he is.
Ron will address this.
Oh,
Ron will be very not happy addressing this because I don't think anybody would be happy addressing this. But suffice to say, Wes is a fucking dick.
yes.
So, and
Yep.
yeah, and remember, this is the guy who's so fucking full of himself that he took a petition against him to court that he was so sure he'd win that he lost on 5 of the 6 reasons why he was recalled.
And let us remind people that the one of those reasons wasn't judged on.
Yeah, it wasn't, oh yeah, no, this one's false. It was, we don't have enough evidence one way or the other to
Right.
rule, so we're not.
So yeah, it was 5 to 6 with one being we can't decide either way on this.
Yeah.
So God, that guy can get fucked.
Oh yeah, no, and this is purely. This is what makes me think that the whole issue with Barnett wanting to choose a replacement for this is partly it's Barnett's ego, and I think part of it too is I think they're talking behind closed doors with Foreskin here because Foreskin's fucking livid. This isn't a matter of, okay, well, Chris got recalled and I'm pissed. This is a matter of Chris got recalled and Ron isn't letting him choose the person I want him to choose to take the place of so I'm pissed.
Absolutely. Barnett wants to be like John West and get to choose his own replacement. And John West wants to be the fucking puppet master behind the scenes that tells Barnett who he gets to choose, so Barnett feels like a goody little boy that he got to choose someone.
So
fuck this motherfucker.
So for something that I forget if we covered on this, it was on a certain Joko Republican video talking about the deep state. And he was making claims about the deep state and put up the definition of the deep state, and the definition had nothing to fucking do with what he said. But this
and yet here we are.
But this here, West, fucking Commissioner Foreskin right here, trying to navigate this shit from behind the scenes. This is literally an example of deep state bullshit. And these fuckers gobble it up.
Yeah. They sure do.
Right, next in line.
Hugh Trudy Parker, Grants Pass. I am a Republican, a conservative. Okay. I did not vote for these two men sitting in front of me. I raised my daughter to be a conservative and to have good conservative values. I came from a conservative family. I'm not proud of our Republican Party. Our local Republican Party in particular is
Neither am
an
I.
embarrassment to the name. I appreciate what you are doing.
She's a
because
traditional
I know it's
Republican.
Not easy. I know I participated in the recall. Never have I done that before. It was important to me. Margie, you've known me a long time, and you know that I stand for the truth, and I'm not a leftist. Thank you, Ron Smith, for having the guts to do what you are doing, because the backlash is terrible. And I know that from how they treated me, all the times they flipped me off, all the times they cussed me out because I asked someone to sign a recall. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
See,
Yeah.
they will turn. I can't say it enough. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm sorry. But they will absolutely turn on their own when they perceive that someone has not fallen in line.
Well, and here's the thing. I have no idea how she voted in the presidential election. We're just talking about the local, but the thing is, she is presenting herself as a Republican when Republicans were reasonable. When I might not agree with you, but I'm okay with, like somebody who you support being in power, because even if I don't agree with what they do, they're not going to be batshit insane. They're not going to be fascists. They're not going to be assholes.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. This is how I know they're turning into fucking fascists, because it's no longer about, who has the good idea and, let's all come together and like work this out. It's like, no, they are saying to their own, you will vote this way. And if you don't, you are an enemy.
Yeah. You are either 100% with us or you are against us.
Right.
There is no I am 80% with you. No, you are either 100% there or I must destroy you.
And I'm sorry, but these are the people that will never listen to people like you and me when we say, hey, you're going to be up against the wall too, not just me. And it's like, this right here proves to me, at least, that I'm right, that it doesn't matter. Does not matter if you have a differing opinion, they're going to come after you too. So watch out.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Palmerton, Grants Pass. I'd like to remind everyone here that this is a nonpartisan position.
Exactly.
That means
that's true too.
Represent all of us, not one party or the other. You have not. You have been recalled because you've lied to us, just as Wes lied to us. You have used the county as your money bank. And, excuse me, you're very rude for not looking at people when they speak. Mr. Barnett.
I'll have to look at you, ma'am.
Commissioner Barnett.
One more time and your time's going to be short.
For calling you.
Go ahead. Nope, stick to the topic. No personal attacks. Go ahead.
Here we go.
That's not a personal attack. That's a fact.
Yep.
You are a former commissioner now. Mr. Smith, I did not vote for you. However, the integrity you have shown and the honesty and admitting your mistakes is beyond anything I have seen. We have somebody who is breaking the law daily by having daily meetings. It has been beyond the 30 days. He was told by counsel last week that he would not be involved, and yet he has continued. And every time he attacks you, I appreciate everything you're doing and what you have stood for.
Yep.
You have only a couple weeks left, Mr. Barnett, thank God. And Ron, I want to tell you that what you have shown to us in this last few weeks has been more integrity than I've seen in a board of commissioners for years now. People have used this commission, as Bleck and Barnett did, not called a conflict of interest when they had one. They have taken property that they sold for cheap. They've used the airport, and beyond imagination what they've continued to get away with. I just want to thank you for that.
All right, thank you.
Whew.
Yeah, that was straightforward. I like that, though. She makes a very valid point, and Barnett takes as a personal attack and gets bitchy and pissy about that. That is a very, very narrow precursor to what we are going to see in the last, I don't want to say 20 minutes of this, because...
Are you kidding me?
He's
going to go off for... Oh, no.
So the first time when he goes on his main rant, it's going to be over 16.
Yikes.
Yep. Let's get to it. I mean, we're not there yet, but let's keep going.
Oh. We're going to close out this session of the meeting.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going to bring it back to the board. And
oh, no.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
So
back.
I will make an exception for the lady in the back. You were with security in the back. So last person right here for the record.
So this, she is Olivia. She will introduce herself as Olivia. Yeah, she is maniacally nuts. And what's funny is I forgot to check how long, but she was back there bullshitting with the security guys for at least a good 5 minutes before we got to this point. So she never sat her ass down in the seats to put her hand up. She waited for this minute to be the last person speaking. I think very intentionally. So this is kind of like, what's the term? Not deceptive, but duplicitous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Pencils.
Name and address, please.
Oliva Herrera, Josephine County. First of all, Chief Master Sergeant Barnett.
Oh, fuck off.
I just commend you for getting through this with all this going on. It's amazing to me how much stuff you've gotten through and still stand with integrity and strength. And we look forward to seeing you in office again soon.
Look forward to licking your boot.
Yep.
It's an amazing thing, when people start to comment about stuff that they don't really even know about because they've entrusted to information from someone else. It is a tactic, it's not even a new tactic that's being utilized by these indivisible members, especially those present here today.
Projection.
And they just say something enough times over and over and over that everyone's going to believe them. Like, I had nothing to do with the recall, and we all know that they did. And so,
Well, and the thing is, a lot of these people didn't say that they didn't have anything to do with the recall personally. It's that the group they were part of had nothing to do with the recall, which was correct. So again, she also was very active in the when people were collecting signatures, like in front of the post office and out in front of the Saturday market. She was very active in being part of the counter to that, and she would often spout what's the word? Propaganda, repetitive propaganda.
Yeah, weird that she's heard from other people.
Yeah. So she is projecting out of her ass. Hard.
Oh yeah.
As you see, it's just amazing, and truth will always prevail no matter what. And so you can see how just me telling the truth now really irritates them, because this is the type of war that we're in. It's not, it's not that we're not. It's not just Josephine County. This is the state problem.
Yeah, and keep in mind, it's not that this is just a war. This is a problem that they've been having to wait until they go, okay, we're closing this out, to get one last little minute, like, oh, I got my hand up, you missed me, just so she could get her last little word in and get these jabs at people without, because this is Barnett saying, okay, it's the last one we're going to have. So there are other people in this audience who are leaning against Barnett who have not spoken, but now they're not going to get to, because this little twit came in and swept stuff away, and you might now have people going, well, now I want to answer. They're not going to get it.
No.
a nationwide problem, but just remember that the same people that were instrumental in these recall efforts are the same ones trying to abolish ICE now, and a few other things. And so,
so she's a bootlicker for fascists.
She's a bootlicker.
The White House is aware of this now, and things are coming our way. I'd like to give the people of Josephine County some hope.
Because I thought you guys are fighting against each other.
In the midst of this chaos, things will change.
She's the optimistic
always
fascist.
Prevails, no matter what. And so
she'll be up against
we might
the wall
have
too.
this is a wake-up call that we
Very
needed,
possibly.
obviously.
Yeah.
It's
Probably one of the last
sparking
ones.
the right people into action. And I just wanted to thank you for your service. I'm going to try not to say anything negative about you, Commissioner Smith. You know yourself that I was one of the ones that worked hardest on your campaign for commissioner. I've knocked over 1,000 doors for you. My family and my friends have all invested in your campaign, and I can't find. There's no words to express the disappointment. No, in my mind, simply, I'm just like, choose whoever. Just choose somebody. Do something. This is what shows that you're doing your job. Doesn't matter if we don't like who you chose.
I thought you guys were just unified in two minutes ago.
My only critique
unified.
Here. But both
you
of
guys
you,
are
thank you
unified.
for your service regardless. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Oliva?
So this is the other thing, like as she's talking from two different angles, because it's like we're unified, but then we're not unified. And then she's also talking about how all this stuff, and then she's revealing, I campaigned for you hardcore. She has a vested interest in this. This is not a matter of, hey, I'm just a voter and this is how I voted and I really support you. No, she has invested time and energy into these two guys, and she is wondering, why the heck is Ron not falling in step with Barnett and licking his boot? And it confounds her to no end, because again,
it confounds all of them.
But again, she is openly saying, hey, look, I spent a lot of time like campaigning for you both. So why aren't you two working together the way I thought you would in my weird little fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she is the last one.
Great.
We're going to get into the commissioner's responses.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ron will go first, I believe.
Okay, well, I hope so.
And we'll wrap up the comments from the audience. And now we're going to bring it back to the board. And we'll bring it back to the board for any reviewed public comments.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
First of all, Mr. West, you lie. You know darn good well it was simple touching of the hair because you and Sandy Novak have been friends for 20 years and you set her up to bring her into my office to try to get sexual harassment on me. You lie.
Yikes.
I want to read something. This was given to me by legal counsel. There is no explicit requirement in any law that a member of the Board of Commissioners take an action, refrain from an action, except in the case of actual conflict, where the conflict must be refrained from voting. In non-conflict situations, the commissioners have full power and authority to exercise their discretion in matters of county concern. The commissioners may vote, not vote, appear at meetings, not appear at meetings, participate in discussions or not participate in discussions. The commissioners have discretion to act in a manner that they believe is in the best interest of Josephine County. Historically, commissioners have refrained from participation in matters which they find to be personally abhorrent, or in matters where there is an appearance of impropriety. Even if there is no actual conflict under ORS 244, which there isn't in this situation, the commissioners have also refused to vote in matters where they were unprepared to make a decision or believe that they do not have enough notification to vote on the matter. Whether a commissioner participates or not is a matter before the board, is thus a political question rather than a legal question. There is no legal right or wrong answer unless there is an actual conflict, and the commissioners are free to act in the manner that they believe is in the best interest of Josephine County. That's exactly what I've done. Whether you like it or not, I've done what I believe is best for Josephine County. Thank you. Thank you all for participating.
Okay.
It is my job to do the best for Josephine County,
Let's keep
whether
it on,
you like it or not.
on topic. Go ahead. Anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
All right.
Okay. So here's the problem with Ron, and I don't fault them. I don't fault him at all for this. But the problem is that he doesn't really speak well.
Nope.
And he has two bullies on either side of him that do speak well. And on when you're looking at it, it's real easy to ridicule Ron. It really is, just because of his mannerisms, his actions. But that doesn't mean that the nerd on the playground who's getting bullied is wrong. He is absolutely 100% correct. The issue is that on one side, he has a bully who speaks well, who knows how to run a social media platform, 7 of them, that can get the word out and can spread shit. Then, on the other side, he has a fucking tool of a bully who understands things but twists it for his own benefit, who's telling the other bully what to do.
Yeah.
And Ron is in the middle of that. And it's not a good position for him. But Ron is absolutely right. The only thing that makes him really weak here is that he doesn't have that voice. He doesn't have it where he can actually fight back. And that is sad, and it's also aggravating.
I think something that Ron could do that would help him in this regard, because what he did was he just read off of a prepared statement, and it was a good prepared statement. It made, as you said, it made a good valid point. I don't know if he does this. I suspect he does not, because again, the way he read it, it was very much, I'm reading a little bit, stop, process, read a little bit. If Ron's going to have a statement like this, I think what he needs to do before he goes up there, before he's doing this, is he needs to read through the statement a good 4 or 5 times out loud. What, in front of a mirror? Don't know. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Just read it out loud to get it in there so that when he gets up there, he's still reading it. But it's not going to be this jerky, okay, read, stop, process. Read, stop, process. Because then it's already going to be processed in his head, and it will come out much smoother. It will come out seeming much more, I don't want to say the word legitimate, because he is making a legitimate argument, but it will come off as seeming more legitimate because he's going to deliver it better. And again, it's a skill, and it's not a skill that somebody should necessarily have to be a commissioner or a politician, but it's a skill that people expect politicians to have.
Right. Ron has made good choices when it comes to the county, or at least, I think he thinks I don't think Ron is just in it for himself. I think that he does think, and he does think things through. When the other 2 commissioners, when Bleck was there, did I think he was a sale? Yeah, sometimes I did. But at least now he's showing that he does have somewhat of a backbone, and maybe he was governing in a way that he thought was good. It's just now it's all coming to a head, and I wish there was more eloquence there. I wish there was more, maybe not fire, because he does have fire, I'm sure, but he just doesn't know how to process it in his mind, while the other 2 are ready. The other 2 are ready to pounce.
Yeah.
And that's his problem.
So, speaking of pounce.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Thank you. On that, And I will go JJ Schofield. I believe you're the HR director for Jackson County. I don't know you personally. I know there were some things that you have meddled in here in Josephine County. Continue to do.
Meddled.
Don't even know you, man. But you are a big leader in Rogue Indivisible. That is true. And I don't know why you are the HR manager over in a different county, but really love all the stuff here.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Yes, JJ Schofield is, manager or whatever over in Jackson County. He lives here.
He lives here.
He lives here.
That's why he's here.
Yeah.
He lives here.
Exactly. He lives here. This is the local government that's affecting where he lives. And Chris is going to say a lot of, I don't know you, which makes me think Chris doesn't know jack diddly shit of anybody.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know anybody.
The pauses on this, by the way, might be a little bit irregular because Chris just goes straight through with very little taking of breath. It's a wonder.
Okay, let's see how ready he gets.
You were the same activist guy for the John West recall. I know who you are. I know who a lot of these people are. They don't even know me. You don't know me.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep. He knows who a lot of these people are, but I don't know you, and you don't know me.
He just said I don't know you, and then he said I do know you.
Yeah, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. And
what?
It'll continue.
Okay.
But for you to come up here and accuse me of things, that's called defamation. And guess what? I won one suit.
Projection.
And more are coming. So thank you for getting that on the record.
By the way, the defamation suit that I think Barnett's talking about is something we actually covered and interviewed somebody with. I believe that's the lawsuit against Mr. John Rico Oliver, that it was a default judgment because they didn't send him the paperwork. And by the time he got there, it's like, oh, yeah, no, you missed this, even though we didn't notify you properly. So default judgment. Hooray!
Great. Yeah.
Chris is he's touting a win that's not really the win he thinks.
Appreciate that.
Great.
And I believe you already have a suit out there outstanding. So just watch what you say. You shouldn't say it. You just want to talk.
But he's saying the truth.
Mr. Schofield. I'd
Mr.
be embarrassed
Schofield?
if I were you to be for Jackson County.
Oh,
Patrick.
fuck off.
Oh, it's going to get Trumpian with some of this shit.
Here. Patrick. Thank you for what you're doing about the truth out there. I know you cover a lot of events, and you do that well. And thank you, Patrick.
Except he hasn't posted
for
in
getting
months.
Involved in the community. And
to my knowledge, he hasn't posted video in months.
Okay.
But I think he has been posting like text shit on Barnett's Facebook media pages.
Okay.
So he's one of Barnett's little bootlickers for his social media outlets.
Oh, okay, cool, great.
trying to expose things that people don't know anything about. The misinformation machine is rapid, and it is bad. And we have a war on our hands, don't we? But you are attacking that, and guess what?
Info
Not
war,
going to stop. And
say.
I appreciate you doing what you do.
Yeah.
So thank you, Patrick, for that. And I am trying to get my colleague to work with the charter. We're trying to appoint somebody. So I'm going to continue to work on that until I leave office. So thank you for that.
Wow. Yeah, I can't
Judy
wait till that
Ahrens,
happens.
Yeah, he's trying to pressure Ron into, and again, we're past the 30 days.
We're past the 30 days. We don't need to talk about it. We're past the 30 days.
Exactly. So this is a moot point.
Yep.
Judy, where are you? Are you still here? Judy leave? All right. She's so nice. She's always picking up trash. That lady is the sweetest
Judy was
lady in
here.
the
I
world.
skipped
So,
her. It was just
thank
redundant.
you for all your community
you
service.
skipped Judy?
And
I
I'm
did.
sorry that you were harassed
I
by
had to cut
the
shit.
ICE protesters this afternoon. I saw you on that, and I'm glad you were safe.
Yeah, I don't think harassed by ICE protesters was probably the right term. I think she might have used it. I think what it might have been was she went past ICE protesters, and if they recognized her, they didn't care. And if they didn't recognize her, they didn't care.
Yeah.
So she didn't like, maybe she was looking for a reaction, or maybe she was just like, oh, they're protesting ICE. Well, I like ICE, so I don't like that they're protesting ICE, even though that they're ignoring me. The only way I think they would have given her shit is if she had given them shit, and she might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brian Weldon, if Brian was here, there he is. Hey, Brian. Thank you.
Hi.
Again, we've
Indivisible
skipped a
is
lot of
problem.
people.
Rogue Indivisible is a problem. And I know that you announced that, and people are becoming aware. I've heard more Rogue Indivisible stuff than I ever have in my whole life here. Didn't know these activist groups existed. And the people that recalled me, I don't know them. That's a funny thing when you're here.
You don't know the people that voted for you either.
Nope. You don't even know the people that are trying to recall you because they just hate. And it's sad because they don't even get to know you.
Yeah.
You know, so Brian, thank you for what you do, and I thank you for not giving up.
He's
for
probably
this
a Brian with
community,
an eye.
because there's not very many warriors that'll stand up here and fight for this community. And
those
thank you
eye
for
Brians
that.
you got to watch out
Brian
for.
Wellman. I see you everywhere, and I can't thank you enough. Deg Berg, I can't even comment on that, so never mind.
So Deb Berg basically came up and did the 4-H stuff again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he basically, he doesn't have anything because he's focusing purely on something else. He can't address it.
Yeah.
Ken Hudema, where are you? Ken in the back. Thank you. I know you're a business owner. You're involved in community events. I appreciate you speaking up on things. Fake profiles are rampant on Facebook. Let me
Chris
tell you
has a few of them.
It is on social media in general. And Ken, you just brought that up tonight. So there's people that are doing that everywhere just to hate you because you're a business guy. And I'm sorry, that happens to a lot of people in business.
I don't think people hate him because he's a business guy. I think people hate him because he's a bootlicker. Just throwing a thought out there.
Maybe a thought. Yeah.
Today, you were spot on. Bob McGuire.
Lick that rubber.
Hey, Bob, you are another community member, and thank you for your comments.
As opposed to what?
You are also part of Park Watch, I believe, as well.
Okay, sorry. Ignore the part. Another community member. Again, as opposed to what?
Yeah.
Are people,
as opposed to the guy that happens to work in Jackson County that lives here.
Who also is a community member?
Yeah. Incredible.
Sorry. Yeah, spinning.
Picking up trash, doing good things. I don't see these other activist groups doing good things like you.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
So I very much recall Rogue Indivisible was collecting garbage in the parks.
Yeah.
And they were doing it without harassing homeless people. They would make a couple of social media posts about it. I recall because I was on a couple of those garbage pickups.
Really? You have firsthand knowledge.
I know. It's weird. And it's like, we weren't like huge. I think the biggest one I was on, there was maybe like 8 people total. And the other one I was on, it was just me and Matt. And that's okay. But it's like, we had people going out there picking up trash. And oddly enough, Barnett doesn't know anything about that because it's just something going on in the community. Why would this guy who says he knows everything about the community know something about what's going on in the community? It's
and apparently he has to know everybody that voted for him.
Well, yes, because he is a very popular person who knows everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
Except the people who didn't vote for him or recalled him. He doesn't know them. Except when he does.
Yeah. Right.
It's all negative. So I want people to be aware. These activist groups, these negative people that are talking today, I'm going to call them out. I'm going to continue to call them out because this is bad. If I remove that lady,
So keep in mind, Chris Barnett before the comments was talking about decorum, no personal attacks, none of this shit. And now he's going into personal attacks.
Now he's doing exactly what he said not to.
And he'll do more of it. He will do so much more of it. But he just had somebody from the audience, I believe, call him out on this bullshit. And his immediate response after he didn't recognize it at first. And then it's like, wait, hold on. Somebody just said something. Fuck. Security, get that lady out, please. Now. Chris is, he's going to say some other stuff where it's going to be like, wait, that's bad. That's bad. Why are you touting that like it's a good thing?
Okay.
Ready?
Are we about to kick it into high gear?
Oh, dude, we are. This is the big part of the race. This is his 16-minute rant, and we just started it.
Oh man, we're only in second. Okay.
This is my time.
This is my time.
Decorum in the room, ma'am. Decorum in the room.
Anyway, I hate everybody.
Yeah.
And this isn't your time. You can run for commissioner someday. Thank you, man. Wow, she thinks she has all the power, doesn't she? I'll tell you what,
she thinks like I do.
And Bob, thank you for that. I've been dealing with people like that for a year. People that don't even know you. People that want to hate like that. Our meetings should be civil. Decorum in the room.
Oh, here we go.
Except when he's talking, because when he's talking and he's pissed off, decorum out the fucking window.
Hell yeah. Come on, get mad.
She apparently never made it in the military, never served, because you would know what service is all about. I'm going to call it out tonight. Thank you very much.
Yep.
It needs to be told. So, Bob, thank you for that.
So I just want to cover something very quick. And Chris is going to bring up the military service shit a couple more times, at least, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Cool.
But he will bring it up a little bit more. Here's the thing. Military service, fine, dandy, hooray. It doesn't make you a good person. There are plenty of bigoted shitheads and dumbasses who join the military. There are plenty of people who joined the military as enlisted and made good rank in the enlisted, like Barnett did, and they were fucking worthless shitheels. You have lots of people who just did 4 years, and they're great people. They didn't do more. This whole thing of being in the military, knowing how to serve, this is him jerking himself off.
Yeah.
And though as much as he talks about it, I don't think he actually did that well in the military or had that much service in the military. Because when you talk to somebody who's actually served in the military and they're working in government and they are confident in what they're doing, they don't bring it up over and over and over again like this little shitheel does. The reason you do that is because you're not confident in this, and you need to repeat that. You need to hammer it in, because if somebody were to question you on it, and Chris had actually served well in the military or had people in the military who liked him or would say, yeah, no, everybody who's worked with me, they really do like me. It's like they say I'm a hard worker. You wouldn't have to bring it up so many fucking times. Because if somebody questioned you, you would just go, okay, whatever. That's your own opinion, but I'm confident in this. I'm not worried.
He reminds me of someone who didn't fight the battles that really wishes he did, and he's bragging about his service.
Yeah.
You know, I know people that have now served their 20 years, or people that were in the Marines that, you know, actually saw action and everything, and they don't talk about it like you say, or, you know, they're just kind of like, you know, yeah, I did that. I'm proud of what I did. And they move on. It's people, you know, and I don't know Barnett's story, okay? But he just seems to me like one of these pencil pushers who missed out on, you know, the big deployment or the big battle or something. And he
feels left out.
He feels left out, and there's a chip on his shoulder. There's a grudge there. And so now he's lashing out.
Yeah, and he has to just polish his service and show it to everybody and keep polishing it and keep showing it. He cannot let it be questioned. He absolutely cannot. And the thing is, somebody who served distinctly, normally if somebody questions it, they're like, okay, fine, I don't give a shit. And this is weird. By the way, something I want to bring up again, because he's talking about his service, and it won't be the last time. It sounds like Chris maybe he might have mentioned something about, well, you know, I might just go back into the Air Force. I didn't really want to leave to begin with. It's like, well, if you didn't want to leave, why the fuck did you leave?
I can't wait to hear that.
It begs a very serious question. Why the fuck did you leave? Yeah. And somebody mentioned in the Signal chat, and again, this is a rumor, but it's also something that I hear it, and it's kind of like J.D. Vance is a couch fucker. He probably didn't, but the fact that you can hear that and go, yeah, I can see that. That says a lot about J.D. Vance. And this is a similar thing. It's like, I don't know that Chris actually had this issue, but I can see this. Basically, what somebody was saying was he left the Air Force because there were vaccination requirements, and he didn't want to get these excess vaccinations. And it's like, honestly, I could see that.
I can see that.
I don't think it's a good reason for you to not join the military. If you're already in there, that's not a good reason to leave, because that's part of being in the military. You get vaccinated because you're going places with different diseases. But I could, even if he didn't have that be the actual reason why, I could see it, because he seems like that kind of a little chicken shit.
Yep.
Mike Pelfrey, thank you. I know that you're involved in the community, Mike. I really do. I know you, Mike. You're a veteran.
You're a
as well,
bootlicker like me.
Yep.
I respect the camaraderie of that. We don't pick on people. We don't pick on other veterans and stuff.
What?
Yeah, no, this is Mike Pelfrey, the guy who had to resign from the city council budget committee because he posted racist social media posts about Obama, who, by the way, was on Barnett's friends list until he did that. And then suddenly he was off of Barnett's friends list on Facebook.
Also, Barnett just said we don't pick on people. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
It is entirely what he is doing. Barnett is, again, as he will continue to do so for the next many minutes, talking out both sides of his face.
Okay.
Appreciate you have a passion for the homeless situation and really don't want to see it. And I understand that.
I think by passion for the homeless situation, he means that I get it. You don't view them as people. They're vermin. They need to leave. That's unless Barnett has no idea that that's what Pelfrey means, which Pelfrey said that shit in front of him. I don't see how he couldn't know that.
Yep.
That's a little bit,
Yeah. Barnett understands the dog whistle.
Tweet, tweet.
Trust me, I think all of us here have had enough with that and trying to solve a problem. But I know you're passionate, Mike, about that. And your way is a little different than some people will take it. But I understand you have a passion. And I appreciate that. So thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And nice
I appreciate that bootlicking
well.
passion.
Got a goose step.
Patrick, talking about the Patrick, I think Patrick was here. I don't know. Anyway, the homeless is an issue. I think everybody's trying to help out with that issue as well. Matt Spurlock, that is a wonderful chair of Rogue Indivisible. He spoke here tonight. Want everybody to take notice who that gentleman is. That guy is definitely disrupting our neighborhood, disrupting our community. At every activist event I see, Matt Spurlock, head of Rogue Indivisible. And I have to tell you, he is the chair, and I'm very disappointed with him because he acts like he's a good guy, but then comes across and does the opposite.
That was a very Trumpian thing to say.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But this is where it's like, remember, Matt just spoke. He was very polite. He was very courteous. And now Barnett's being a whiny little man bitch to him.
Yep.
Disgusting.
You're disgusting, asshole.
Disgusting. Yep. And
just getting shit everywhere.
Doors open and close, Mr. Spurlock. So never say never. I'm not going anywhere. So just know that.
You are going somewhere, though.
Yeah, that's going to be out of the commissioner's position. And look, I don't think it necessarily will happen, but remember, he still has that $4.8 million judgment against him.
Yes.
And there have been potential rumors or ponderings. Hey, if this happens, is he going to lose his realtor license, which is a possibility. On top of that, he's got some potential criminal charges that might be coming down the pipe. So
possibly
it's a definite possibility. Barnett might suddenly be moving to Florida or his Florida residence much more permanently to avoid things here in Oregon. And if that happens, well, gee, Chris, I mean, I'd hate to see you go, but don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Yeah, I know.
You'll get your chance to be irritated at me probably more in the future. Gail Gasso, I don't
is
know
that a
you
threat?
at all either, but I see you at
meetings. I don't see how it's like a good promise.
I've been here and I know a lot of people never even know who you are, Miss Gail Gasso.
It doesn't fucking matter who people you know.
All about it. So if you have a question about that, talk to security on that, Miss Gail Gasso. Jennifer Roberts, don't know you as well, but boy, you sure are a big advocate for the library, aren't you? And guess what I did? Negotiated your lease so you didn't get kicked out.
Then why didn't you vote for it, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Thankful for that. You should be thankful. For you, early on, your defamation, all your stuff that you have is a great defamation case. So Jennifer Roberts, just want to let you know that as well.
What?
You said you're on the board of directors.
You're threatening legal action on people? Fuck you. Fuck, shut your fucking mouth.
Yep.
You know, there's people that didn't want the library. I'm not talking. This isn't a back and forth. You had your
go
time.
Go.
But I have to tell you.
This is why I don't. I understand why they have this format, but this is also why I don't like it, because now Chris gets to sit here and Chris gets to go on a 16 minute tirade basically trying to undercut people and lie out of his ass. It's like that's legislation, or not legislation. ugh, that's a lawsuit-worthy territory right there.
No,
that
it's
there is
not, because
defamation.
that's the truth, though.
It is. It is the truth. It's not a defamation-worthy thing. But what he's doing is he's trying to set this up of, you people need to shut up, because if you don't, I'm going to press charges against you, and it hurts my feelings. So I will press charges because it hurts. It hurts my feelings, and it makes me feel small, like I really am. And it's insane.
Yep, he is a small, terrible, terrible human being, and I hope he does run. Out of here. Get out.
Yeah, no. It's no to quote him, go, get out. There's the door. It's like he is right now being a vile little shit. This is not a leader. This is a little tantrum baby who is in a leadership position who wants the power without the responsibility. He doesn't want people to be critical of him. He wants people to kiss his ass and do what he says. And when they don't, he gets riled up.
Yep.
We got more.
Great.
That I was an advocate to help the library get through a lease. A termination, you took it as a eviction. Boy, I'll tell you, misinformation you gave out to the voters. I'll tell you that, because if anything, I negotiated and brokered a deal that was fair, balanced, didn't cost the taxpayers any more money. They were getting ripped off before.
So here's the thing.
Hey, Barnett can go get fucked right now, because that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He did vote to evict the library.
Well, he voted to terminate the lease.
He voted to terminate the lease, and guess what? If that lease would have expired, if everything would have transpired the way he wanted it to fucking transpire, that lease would have been over in December, and guess what? They're fucking evicted.
Yeah.
That's what he was aiming for.
That's what he was aiming for. The only reason he did not do that, and his actions earlier today have shown, this is the only reason he did not do that, was because he was going to have a recall against him. And suddenly it was a matter of, oh God, people are pissed at me. A lot of people are pissed at me. I did not think that I would be this unpopular. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I need to do something. I need to backtrack. And he changed his story on why he voted to terminate the lease so frequently that you knew each one was bullshit. Because if he had an actual legitimate reason, that would have been the reason he gave. He would have stuck to it, and he would have said, sorry, I had this reason. The reason was a mistake. We're going to try to get this renegotiated. And on to the whole thing of, and I negotiated a fair deal that was fair to the taxpayers. They're not paying any more. They shouldn't have to pay. It says in the charter, the county shall provide for the fucking library. It doesn't say county library. It says the fucking library and its branches. So the fact that he is now making them pay a yearly rent, it doesn't matter if it's a relatively cheap yearly rent. The fact that they are paying a yearly rent is in violation of the fucking charter. If he wants to have them pay a different goddamn yearly or monthly fee, he needs to take it to a vote for the people of the county and have the charter changed if he can get the goddamn votes.
Yep. And if he wants to argue about it, we have all the videos that people need, and they can use our shit to prove that he's a fucking asshole.
Indeed. By the way, I just want to point out, Ron looks fucking bored.
Ron is just there right now.
No, I mean, there's a reason he looks bored. It's because Chris is going off on one of his, the Chris show, rampages, and Ron's just sitting there going, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
And you know what? I'm a library holder because I have to pay the fee as well. So I'm not dissing the library. I supported the library to make it fair for the people.
The fact that he has to pay because he lives in district that he pays for the library doesn't mean he's for the library. There are plenty of people who live in district. We've already seen one of them speak here twice today who wanted to get out of the library district because they don't want to pay for the library. But they still have to.
If he was a champion for the library, which he claims to be right now, why the fuck 40 minutes ago didn't he second the motion? Case closed.
Ding, ding, ding.
And fair is what we got. So for you to come up here and spread your baloney is unbelievable.
Oh, he wanted to say bullshit.
And this is just unbelievable. And I just wanted to tell you that. Don't even know who you are, lady. It's just disgusting.
Wow. So they're your constituents.
Brenda Sisson, Thank you. I know that you have your dog there, but thank you for what you do. I see you out there. Rachel Parker, I think you work at the Josephine County Food Bank. I did a tour of the Josephine County Food Bank. I believe you work there. I've seen you in the front desk. And I don't know why, but you're suddenly involved in a lot of things, and I didn't know you were that involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I take a passion for Josephine County. I support the food bank. I support where you work.
So she was a bit critical of him, and he's doxing where she works.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Chris is being a little chode right now. I mean, for everybody here, but for her, everybody's getting their own fun little flavor of Chris's chode cream. And hers is she's getting her workplace doxed.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody who was there or is listening to this and going, oh my God, yeah, Chris is right on. Oh my God, she works at the food bank. She was a bit of a bitch to him. I need to go let her know, have a piece of my mind, or I need to talk to her employer. Congrats, Chris. You're an asshole.
Yes, he is.
And I just want to tell you that I appreciate that that we can disagree on things, but I think you're picking on the wrong person sometimes when you say things. I just wanted to point that out to you. John West, I'm so sorry you got recalled. It was unfair, and you shouldn't have got recalled because guess what? The same old machine, same people here tonight, Rogue Indivisible. Oh, let me tell you, it is a cancer. And what happened to you happened to me.
Yep.
Same time of year. Take note,
Nazi rhetoric.
Take note, everybody. Same time of year. Same method of operation, same people here in the audience. And
Actually, I mean, similar time of year, but a little bit later because the people who recalled Barnett gave him extra time to see if he'd pull his head out of his ass. Whereas West was very clearly like, no, this guy is he's an asshole. We need him out. And they recalled him as soon as possible. Chris got extra cushioning and he still fucked it up.
Yep.
Looking at them because they're right here in front of my eyes. And let me tell you what, pictures don't lie. So I'm sorry, Mr. West, you got a raw deal
pictures
as well.
Don't lie?
I just want to tell you that, and thank you for your service because you were a strong leader, and we don't get that.
I think I'm hearing voices, but my eyes don't lie.
Let's see. Going down the road here, we've got Alex Hyde. Alex Hyde. Nobody terminated the lease. Stop saying that. And
you stop.
Okay, Just though a couple of people ago, him commenting, he said, we didn't evict them, we terminated the lease. And now he's saying, nobody terminated
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, so again, Chris has two sides of his face, and he's talking out of both of them.
Yep.
It's not in the charter saying that we are supposed to. It's not a county library.
It doesn't
matter. You
matter.
guys have got it wrong from the get-go, and I've had to fight misinformation. Hear it from the source. Don't hear it from anybody else.
So, from the source, no,
That's
it is
incredible.
But here's the thing. It's technically not a county library anymore. The reason it's not a county library is years ago, it was being completely funded by the county. And the county did this fun thing, if I'm remembering correctly, of, hey, we have a sheriff, and the sheriff said that they could run the sheriff's department without any extra funding. And we elected him. And now he took a look at the budget for the first time because he said he wouldn't need to, increase taxes. And then he pulled a 180 and said, oh, shit, we actually don't have funding. We need funding from taxes. And all the people who voted for him said, well, you said you could do it without taxes. So fuck off. We're not voting for taxes. And so he didn't get the taxes. And he went to the county commissioners at the time and begged and said, can you get me money from somewhere? And they took all the funding to keep the library open for an entire fucking year and put it towards the sheriff's department and kept it open for like 2 extra weeks.
Great.
It was so yeah. And after that, they ended up not the commissioners themselves, but when I say they, I mean the county. We, the county, ended up voting to have a tax just to fund the library, so the library could have its own funding. And before that, the library's lease was still $1 a year because it was under the county. Well, now it's no longer technically a county library because it's not under the purview of the commissioners, but it's still county library in the sense that it's county fucking tax dollars that pay for the county fucking library. It's a community library in the county. And the charter doesn't say county library. The charter says it shall fund the library and its branches. So Chris is again talking out of his ass, does not know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know how hard it is Like, it's not that hard to read. And then yet you have West, who is kind of like the goddamn devil in this situation, who is able to twist those words. And it's just like, these people just eat it. They just swallow it, hook, line, and sinker.
What's depressing to me about this is I will give you that in this situation, West is the devil, but he doesn't have to be competent to get this shit done. And I wish he had to be, because he's not competent. Barnett's not competent. But it's such a fucking ass backwards area where these people can be borderline retarded and still get this message across, because it's basic, like, hey, if we repeat it enough, or if we tell them what they want to hear, even though it's bullshit, they're going to believe it.
What are they going to do? Vote for a dim or a leftist?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are a private corporation. You're not part of Josephine County the way you think it is. We made it fair. We didn't terminate and kick you out. We could have. You could have not been in there right now. So you should be thankful that the library is there. And I rallied with
I rest my
your
case.
director to keep that.
I'm done.
So, it's unfair just to say that we terminated the lease like you were being evicted.
You did.
We
You were.
concluded that lease like 5 months ahead of schedule.
No, it wasn't 5 months ahead of schedule. It was 3 months ahead of schedule. If by ahead of schedule you mean by the deadline where, okay, now they have to be kicked out, or we don't know what the hell we're doing because this is when the lease is terminated otherwise. So, it's 5 months ahead of schedule. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Hallelujah for that. Just wanted to tell you, disgusting on that. Margie, thank you for being transparent. Where's Margie at? Margie, you know what? My service I take seriously. I didn't make Chief Master Sergeant for nothing, for sitting on my butt. Made the top NCO tier because I worked. And I have to tell you that transparency, I've done that, and some of these guys don't like it because I'm communicating with the people. I took an oath and I promised on my campaign, and I did every single thing I promised, and I'm okay with that.
So I'm not sure he did everything he promised on the campaign, but here's the thing. Backing up, my bigger thing here is the transparency. I have been out there communicating. It's like, dude, your job as a commissioner is not to fucking communicate with the people on social media. Your job as a commissioner is to do the desk work, do the paperwork, be at these meetings, which so many of them you've not been here for, so that you could go play social media journalist. And it has been insane. The fact that we have actual transparency from Ron Smith, who got emails released that were requested, that were a matter of public record. And and Barnett did absolutely jack diddly shit to get that stuff out for weeks. And finally Ron got a hold of it and said, yeah, here we go.
There's a reason why they didn't put that shit out.
No, there's absolutely a reason. But the thing is, when we're talking about transparency, Chris, is not going out there and keeping a goddamn 5-second video or 30-second video on the development of Chipotle twice a week. That's not goddamn transparency.
No. Nope.
So, yeah.
Let's keep going with this.
I did more in 1 year than I would do in 4 years. I'm okay with that.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. God has a plan. So, Margie, thank you for
I feel like
putting
he's
out
using
about the
some
half-truths. There's a lot of half-truths out there. Boy, I've never seen it, but it's here. Trudy Parker, I don't know who you are at all. But boy, you rallied for the recall.
At all. Three
don't
at all.
even know who you are, lady. And I have to tell you, no, you don't. And let me tell you what, you sitting there get to badger us all the time when you don't have one contribution to this community that I can think of.
So apparently Chris knows every single contribution that everybody who's contributed to our society has made. I mean, that's what he's implying, right?
I'm trying to rein it in because I just want to fucking scream right now.
Yeah.
But your job as an elected official, no matter where the fuck you're fucking elected, is not to fucking know everybody on a first name basis. The people are walking in to your auditorium and they are telling you what their opinions are. Now, it's up to you to fucking govern. And it doesn't matter if her name's Sally Smith or John Doe. Your job is to govern. And you don't have to listen to them, but they can tell you how they feel. That's governance.
Yeah.
Chris is taking this way out of context, and he's blowing it out of proportion. Who the fuck cares if you know them? You didn't do your fucking job, and you got recalled. Goodbye.
That's all I have to say on that. Kathy Millard, where are you, Kathy? Back there. I know you're involved. Thank you for the misinformation that has gone rampant out there. We're fighting a war against misinformation. When you can get magazines, media, newspapers, social media posts to spin the narrative so much.
Where were the
There are
buses, Chris?
defamation cases that are coming about a lot.
Where were those buses,
and
Chris?
thank you for pointing that out, because
they were there,
misinformation
right?
is rapid. Thank goodness you can screenshot things on Facebook. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I can
Appreciate
screenshot
that.
fucking things
Jonathan
on Facebook
Knapp, you're
too.
in the back there.
Fucking cunt.
The charter update, very important, because right
Now
now,
I'm saying
we have
the
a
C word,
historic
Jesus.
moment
Yeah.
in our charter. We are doing something that's never been done before or tested, appointing other commissioners when somebody recuses himself. And so I appreciate your work on the charter. I know that there's work to be done on it. So thank you for reminding everybody on that. Tim back there in the hat. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for your support and the no nonsense part of you,
Yikes.
Tim. I really appreciate that. And you also pointed out Indivisible. It's real, people. Indivisible is real, and they are destroying our communities. And I'll say it again, destroying our communities. Tim, thank you for pointing that out.
Yep. So here's Barnett again. He is basically using fascist rhetoric for a group that he doesn't like.
Yeah, even though people like him are running the joint. Yeah, it's Indivisible who's really fuck off. Give me fucking load of shit.
They're an activist group, and they do nothing great. Bonnie, where are you, Bonnie? Thank you, Bonnie. You're a sweetheart. I just want to tell you that this recall was not a valid recall at all. Matter of fact, it's being fought right now. So just to let you know that all those things that they put, let me tell you what, we're going to challenge all that.
Are
and
you
thank
fighting
you
it?
for that, because
Are you fighting it?
misinformation
Did you
has
put something
gone
in, Chris?
rampant out there. And
Sorry, if he takes us to court, honestly, this is going to, unless they get some judge that is just like, dude, Barnett, I love you. Yeah, please fondle your balls a little bit there. I just want to, hold on, let me just, no, yeah, oh, yeah, that's good. Unless he gets a judge that is that into him, I don't think it's going to be any different from the John West challenge. I think he's going to go in there and the judge is going to look at this shit and go, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's opinion. We can't. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, these are premature valid. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And it needs to be told. And I'm not afraid to tell the tough love out there. I'm not afraid. That's why I got voted in, to stand up for the people. Just because these people don't like to be challenged.
Why'd you get voted out?
They don't even know me. But you guys
Here
who
we
voted
go
me
again.
in, you know me.
You don't
And
know
I'm
me.
not going anywhere. So I
You
just
don't
want to let you
know
know.
me.
Thank you, Bonnie.
And, well, here's the thing: the people who love him know him. The people who don't, who voted him out, they don't know him. But you guys who love me, you know me. This is nobody. He cannot process the idea that anybody would know him and go, dude, you're a fucking douchebag.
I know him from this.
Yeah.
I know him as a county commissioner, and I know him well enough that I voted to vote his ass out.
Yeah.
I don't see, just like the fucking charter, he's stuck on things, you know, where it's like he's stuck on the fact that people have to know him. No, they don't. Just like he's stuck on the fact of, you know, that there's the quorum of the board. It's like, guess what? Smith recused himself. Therefore, you don't have a quorum. You can complain about, well, there's still two of us here. We have a quorum. It's like, you don't. He gets stuck on these really simple, basic facts. And that's a problem.
It is. All right, let's keep going.
Vicky Palmerton, she had to leave, right? I'll tell you what, the biggest disruptor I've ever seen, one of them in my meetings.
She had to
I'll
go,
tell you
so
what,
I'm going to
I
just...
don't know what the lady does, But Vicky Palmerton, you are just a person that has no integrity. I just don't understand where you can just be civil and nice. I don't understand what this hate fest
Don't
is.
have
You
to
saw
be.
the hate. When they get
don't have to.
aggravated and they get heated up, I want to be heard.
You were fucking
Holy
aggravated right
moly.
now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, I feel like I'm in grade school.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. No,
This
he's
man is everything that he just described.
No, he is projecting hardcore.
Yep.
If Chris can't get a job as a county commissioner after this again, or if Chris loses his realty license, he can take solace in the fact that if he really gets desperate, the local movie theater is always looking for a backup projector in case one of theirs goes out. And Chris, you would be a perfect fit for that. Although I will have to admit, even though you're projecting, you need to shut your fucking K-hole because they're not going to put up with that shit when you're showing a movie.
It's ridiculous. We're adults, for goodness sakes. And you know what the military taught me about all that discipline.
Military.
And I can tell you what, I'm proud to know when I can turn it on and turn it off.
Okay, look, if the military taught him when he can turn it on and turn it off, he didn't learn that lesson, because right here in this context is not a time where you should be able to turn that off. And the fact that he can actually turn it off, that's not the boon he thinks it is.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, it's like teaching kids all over again. Unbelievable on that. So
I don't think he ever taught kids.
Shame on you.
I don't think he did.
And if you know more than us, Vicky, why don't you run? I want to see Vicky Palmerton on the next ticket. Run if you know more than the commissioners. Type of behavior is just unacceptable, full of misinformation. And I have to call you out. Sorry, going to do it.
Yeah, well, we're calling you out.
Indivisible, right on par. You are nailing it, along with these other citizens out there. It is a problem. Why doesn't our Daily Courier do a report on that? If they're the news authority, why don't you report on Indivisible?
Wow.
So just to check, Rogue Invisible isn't actually running the government, does it?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I don't think they have anybody anywhere in county or city government. That's weird. I wonder who is running everything.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's keep going. We're almost, we got like about 9 minutes left in the video.
Oh my God.
She's in the room. She should report on Indivisible. That's a great story. Chrissy, you want a good story? Right there, Oliva. Get with her. She's got all the information on it. It'll make a great headline and sell papers.
Checking his phone.
Ron is just
recall
scrolling.
John West. You made me wise to the recall machine.
Okay, if this made him wise to the recall machine, then he's either an idiot because he's getting recalled, or he's lying because it didn't and he's getting recalled. Because if he was wise to the recall machine, he would have avoided getting recalled.
He would have avoided. Wow. God.
Thank you. Because they're not going to go away. Because if they don't like you, they don't know you, they're going to recall you. So let that be a warning to anybody running for public office.
Don't have to know
Good
people.
Aren't going to scram because they're not going to stand up anymore because they don't want to put up with this. Why should they?
I don't have words anymore.
Why should I? Didn't need this job. I did this for the people. Did this for the service.
Hold on. I thought he did this because his wife told him that if they didn't change something in the county, they'd have to move, and he didn't want to move.
His wife didn't want to move. That's why he did this. He didn't want to run. He said he did not want to run for commissioner, but his wife told him that they don't want to leave, so he has to run. That's why he did it.
Man,
we can bring up the tapes, Chris, if you want.
And he's got a couple different reasons why he ran. If only they didn't conflict.
Yeah, weird.
The integrity, service before self, and excellence in all we do, the core values the Air Force taught me. So thank you for recognizing that.
Jesus.
I appreciate that. And your your dad, who's a Marine Corps guy, right? Boy, what an awesome guy. And I have to tell you, the camaraderie that we have in the military, nobody can touch it. So thank you for that. Took an oath of service seriously, and I didn't make chief again like you called my rank. Thank you. I didn't make that for nothing. So thank you for that. And I will serve proudly till the end in any position that I am, who knows, in the future for. So thank you so much for that.
You done yet?
Is he?
Nope.
Continuing on item number 7 on other matters of the board, commissioners may introduce other matters for consideration or talk about right now. And
we're going to get a little bit back and forth.
Go ahead.
I think everybody's heard enough. Thank you.
So Ron Smith, they just very succinct. Barnett just had a 16-minute rant And Smith's response is, yeah, I think everybody's heard enough. We're good. Do
Thank
you
you,
think...
Ron?
I have a question for you, Mr. Morgan.
Yes. What is your question?
Do you think that Barnett agrees?
Unfortunately, I do not think Barnett agrees, and I think we're going to hear more of his fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Oh.
All right. I just want to correct the record, Mr. Smith. I want to correct the record right here. You stated that Commissioner Bleck and I stole the chair seat from you in one of our meetings a couple weeks ago in an admin meeting. And I want to correct the record that I've got it right here on the minutes that Mr. Smith right here motioned to appoint Andreas Bleck
This is
as
the
chair.
pettiest bullshit I can
It
imagine.
doesn't lie. 3-0 right here. It's right here for record, everybody. He can say it all he wants. Anyway, 3-0, Andreas Bleck.
Shit.
And just wanted to put that record out there. Also, the airport, I have a thing for the airport. You know, we got the runway money. So I just wanted to tell you that we've got a, here it is right here. Michael Crucifilli from the airport's manager says he got the $1,450,000 in federal funding for the Extend Expand Runway project. So hallelujah on that. And that's money that we applied for and we got. And
so then why did we have to take out a non-interest $3 million out of the county to?
And I'm going to give you a little video on the expansion on Friday. And then also I'm going to read a statement. Right now, just so everybody's clear about what's going on.
Let's be clear.
A lot of people think they know more than us about how this charter and everything should go. And it's kind of funny that we're the elected commissioners. I think we know a little bit about it, but we're getting misled by some bad legal counsel and some other things. Okay. So sometimes you got to do your own research. That's
you were a regular fucking person before this. Just because you got fucking elected doesn't mean you know shit.
Don't take everybody's word for everything as gold. So I want to take a moment under other board business to address a vacancy on the Josephine County Board of Commissioners and to explain where the process stands for the benefit of the public and the record. So on our admin meeting on Tuesday, a quorum of the Board of County Commissioners was present. Commissioner Ron Smith has stated that he has recused himself from participating in matters related to the appointment of a commissioner to vacant position number 1. I have not recused myself, not once, and remain available to participate as a duly elected commissioner. And I welcome my other commissioner to partake in those discussions. All it is a discussion.
30 days has passed.
This is moot.
30 days. Yep. I'm not going to go into it.
Under the county charter, the Board of County Commissioners retains appointment authority so long as the board has a quorum. Just because Mr. Smith over here says he wants to recuse himself doesn't mean that we don't have a quorum of the board.
Yeah, it does.
And he's very confused with legal counsel because legal counsel thinks they can override the board, and they cannot.
Wally pretty much affirms that regardless, 30 days after, it's moot.
We're done. Yeah, we're fucking done here, Barnett.
For the county. And I like Mr. Hicks.
We're
However,
fucking done.
I told him that I'm going to challenge because what you're interpreting is not what I'm interpreting. And that's
because you're a moron.
Yeah. What the professional lawyer is interpreting isn't what I want to hear.
Moving forward. Under the county charter, the Board of County Commissioners retains appointment authority so long as the board has a quorum, like I said. A recusal by a commissioner does not create a vacancy and does not eliminate a quorum. However, because one commissioner has recused himself, the board is currently unable to take final action on an appointment at this time. I've been holding them daily, trying to get
illegally
Mr. Smith to the table to at least try to pick one. We did one last January, by the way.
Yeah.
No problem at all out of 16 applicants.
Yeah, because you didn't have somebody recusing themselves back then.
Right.
You had you and Ron both there, no issues. You got it in 30 days. The 30 days has passed. We are past this whole issue. It goes on to the elected board.
We're done. It's over. It's over. It goes to the board. We're done.
I just pulled up the record. If you want to check out the video from January 14th, check it out.
It's a moot
point.
We
hired a commissioner and
it doesn't matter.
very easily. And both him and I did it. Just want to let you know, refresher, go to January 14th a year ago. It's right there. And he has his pick that he put. Okay? So I just wanted to let you know that's available on record. This statement is provided to ensure transparency.
Something happened over a year ago. Yeah, okay, great
keep the
argument.
Public informed, and I've been doing everything on that. The goal remains to maintain continuity of county governance while acting in full compliance with the county charter
This guy
and
loves
Oregon
to hear
law.
himself talk.
The board will continue to address this matter in good faith and will take appropriate action when it is legally permissible to do so. We understand the public's interest in seeing this vacancy resolved, and I've heard it loud and clear, and we appreciate your patience as we work to ensure the process is handled correctly. And I'm so sorry that we're in this predicament because we have a quorum of the board.
Yep.
We have a quorum of the board.
No, you
2
don't.
present and active commissioners. And there is no 30-day rule because there's a quorum. You can't steal the quorum. You can't steal the authority of the board, period. I'll challenge that every day in court. I will challenge it.
You will lose it.
Good.
So
You'll
just
lose.
wanted to correct the record on that.
I hope he spends his own money on it.
Also,
I do too.
That's all I have on that. And then we have announcements.
Okay.
Smith, do you have anything under announcements?
Okay. Ron's going to say something.
Oh?
I think you're going to like it.
Okay. All right. I'm listening.
You are a lame duck. You have no authority. You will be gone in 2 weeks, and then the alternate board will appoint 2 commissioners. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm just watching you die laughing over there on the other side of the screen. Oh, God. So
thank you, Ron. I'm glad it's you, Ron, and not me, because I would be calling him a lot of other things.
But here's the thing that I like about this. So that I don't think that was not planned. That was Ron just like shooting from the hip. And it was was correct. It was accurate. Ron, don't always shoot from the hip, because you do that, you're going to get in trouble. Not saying that it's a you thing. I'm just saying, like, anybody who just shoots from the hip all the time, they're going to get in trouble. But that was a perfect shot from the hip. Barnett's going to have a response to that, and it is such a pissy little passive aggressive thing, and then they close out.
Okay, great.
Well, you just don't do your job, Mr. Smith. You're
so
this
dishonest
guy
in office. I can't believe how dishonest.
This guy has not done one thing in a year to do anything for you citizens. Okay,
videos, that's
sorry.
for sure.
We're going to keep it professional. We're going to end it.
We're going to keep it professional.
That Martin Luther King Day is on Monday.
Hey, there's Martin Luther King Day.
Adjourn this and not listen to this nonsense from this commissioner. 7:13. We are adjourned.
Off.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it! Stop it.
Yeah.
They are fighting.
Oh, we have somebody who goes up and shakes Ron's hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was.
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
They're still going at it.
They are.
They're still going.
I don't blame Ron. Barnett was a little cuck there. And
yes, he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's still
jackass.
going.
Well, now,
he's still go. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay,
now.
that's the video cuts off there, but oh my God.
Yeah, that was again. That was hard to watch. Thank you for watching it with me.
Well, look, I'm here because I guess I have to be.
Thank you. There is a contractual obligation that, by the way, you are in no way, shape, or form obliged to actually uphold.
Yes.
So, Mr. Morgan, that's the end of the video. Holy fuck.
I mean, look, that right there is my case closed on Barnett. He wanted to be this hero by lighting a fire and then putting it out, saying he was a hero. And then fast forward to that evening where someone wants to be part of the library. Off the top of my head, I forget what it's called.
Just annexed into the library district.
They want to be annexed into the library, to pay taxes for the library. And the guy that said he was a champion, that he's a hero, that he worked with the library, didn't put in the motion. He killed the motion right there.
Yeah, twice.
That should tell anybody what kind of person he is.
Yeah. No,
he was not negotiating in good faith. He was only doing it for him. It was, as we have said for months, strictly performative. That right there, what we saw tells you everything you need to know. He is no hero. He needed to be recalled, and he got recalled, and we're done.
Yeah.
It has been 30 days. As much as he wants to complain and shit on people that they're not doing their job, they are. It's in the charter. John West can go fuck himself. I don't care what happens to that man. He's wrong. That's not what the charter says. He's twisting words, and he's flat out lying because he has skin in the game.
Yeah, no, he's invested, I think, monetarily in this.
Yep.
It is literally it's almost mobbish.
Yeah, almost.
All right. Well, Mr. Morgan, we are going to close out. I think you have. I think you've touched on pretty much everything you normally would want to touch on, unless I'm mistaken. Is there anything else?
No.
All right. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to our podcast. If you have any suggestions, ideas, or local Southern Oregon topics that you would like to hear us talk about, please be sure to email them to maltlickersocialists@gmail.com. And you can also find us at Malt Liquor Socialists on Facebook.
You got to get in your hot dogging.